Hello everyone, I'm Rye, and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband. Oh yeah, back in the thick of it. Now, you may notice, you might be saying to yourself, you may be thinking out loud or in your head, Rye, this isn't where you were before. And Rye, that was not how you were dressed before. I have a confession to make. I might have, there's a chance, a possibility, that I did a little bit of work on the character while I wasn't recording. Now, there's method to my madness, and the reasoning is this. As much as I love this game, as much as I love... Oh, crap, I gotta pay people. I forgot that shit. As much as I love everything about this game, traveling back and forth, going across the world map, and selling junk you get from kicking other people's butts is fun for me, may not be so fun for you to watch. And I can only talk so much to make things interesting. I'm not saying I can't make this interesting, because I think it is. I think it's super interesting. Maybe you do too, which is why you're watching. But when you see me walk over the same flat, boring landscape with a couple of crappy trees 500 times, that's going to get a little grating. So, in between Let's Plays, I'm doing a little bit of work just to speed things up so we can get to the real meat and potatoes of the game, which to me is when you start getting involved in some heavy faction-on-faction warfare, taking castles, burning villages, swearing fealty to lords, conversing, backstabbing, Game of Thrones shit. What else? Oh, wooing maidens, marrying into families for political gain and power. Or, if you're a real gallivanting, roguish type, maybe you're eloping, which I think is a stupid decision, both in this game and in real life. Well, no, in real life, I stand by my decision. I think eloping's kind of stupid. I mean, I don't really understand the point of it now. Because, I mean, before it's like, oh, we're in love, and we got to run away together and get married because our parents won't let us, because we're from two different families, and if we did, it would ruin so many things. Ooh! I'm working on my woman voice, as you can tell. But, like, now it's sort of, people seem to more or less do what they want when it comes to, relationships in that sense. Generally. So eloping, I don't know, must still be a thing. That'd be something to look into. But now, what was I up to? Oh, okay, so what you missed was the merchant, our merchant buddy, our merchant bro. I helped him get his brother back, and we kicked some nasty bandits' asses. I also wrecked a few sea raiders, which at this point in the game are pretty damn boss, I gotta say. Hello, who are you? Manhunters. Oh, wait, no, they're good guys. They're hunting the bandits. Because as you war and rage, no. As you... my brain. As you wage war in the game, the instability in the country kind of spills over into the world map where you'll see more bandits. And not just more of them, but greater volumes in the groups too. So instead of like having maybe 10 guys, now you've got like a roving band of 45. And most of the time they're pretty harmless if they're looters, but if you're running into sea raiders or steep bandits or... Oh, what else? Like, each place has its own individual thing. The Nords have Sea Raiders. I think the Kurgits, if I'm pronouncing that right, the Khans, they have Steep Bandits. And, like, the Rodoks and the Swadians, I think, have Forest Bandits. Those are the guys I really hate because, man, they have nothing but crossbows, which I like having on my side. Fighting against them, not so much. I used to really hate people on horseback, but, They're tolerable. Ranged warfare is a pain in the butt because eventually your shield will break and that's just a whole other mess. Yo, Sargothian. Well, my brother is safe. I'm not sure what to do with him. Maybe pack him off to a university outside Colradia. That way, if he gets knocked on the head in a street brawl, no one can say it's my fault. You're all heart. Oh, God. It's less to do with the fact that he's your bro and more the fact that he's making you look bad. I understand. Okay, let's see. What else? But that's not your problem. Damn right. Pay me my money, which you did. Here's the rest of your reward. It was well earned. Dang right it was. I actually talk. TumDum twiddle. What will I say? The money is most welcome, and I'm glad of your service. To have been of service. Freudian slip. Good. Now, are you interested in making some more? Possibly. What do you need? Remember how I told you that the bandits had an ally inside the walls? I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. That's not good, corrupt popos. Some months ago, this captain, seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from trade across the frontiers, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many who are new to commerce, he failed to realize that great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course his caravan was captured, looted, and he lost everything. Did you have something to do with that, mon frere? As a consequence, it seems our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same. Well, at least you're honest. If heaven forbid I ever faced indebtedness and ruination, now any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll to inform him on the rest. Well, that's pretty smart. But our captain decides to employ these bastards wholesale. Now, I know we're in a bit of a pickle here, but I don't think that language is necessary. Let's see. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning gamekeepers? No. Well, in the unfortunate land of Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn poacher. I've never heard that, like not even in real life. Luckily, there are still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how he works. Okay. Now, here's my plan. I could bring this to the attention of King Ragnar, lord of the city, but that would mean an inquiry. My word against the captains and witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed. Or maybe the whole thing will be forgotten if the enemy comes across the border. Again. Brr! And all I'll get for my trouble is a knife in the ribs. In a time of war, you see, a king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So, I have another idea. I've got a small group of townsfolk together, some men in my employ, and others who've lost relatives to these bandits. We'll storm the captain's home, bring him in chains before King Ragnar, and hopefully with a few captured bandits to explain how things stack up. It's a bold move, Sargo. All I need now is someone to lead my little Okay, I get it. So, you want the job done, but you don't want to get your hands dirty. Yeah, okay. No, I suppose it's possible I found a dozen bandits who are willing to give their lives to give a passing stranger a false impression of life in old Sargoth. Well, I guess you can't really know. My word is good, but I reckon you've learned by now that money is good, and there's another 100 dinar, or maybe a bit more, that's waiting for you if you do us this little favor. What do you say? Yeah, I'll do it. What the hell? Oh, give him the sign. I'm ready right now. I don't even care. You leave the tavern and go out to the streets. Nervous-looking young men are waiting in every street corner. You can see they have daggers and clubs concealed under their clothes and catch a mixture of fear, anticipation, and pride in the quick looks they throw at you as you pass by, praying that your enemies have not been alarmed by this all-too-obvious bunch of plotters. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting surprise attack. You check your weapons for one last time and prepare for the action ahead. Okay, well, might as well. No, there we go. My war cleaver, yeah, and my new shield. Oh, yeah, I got some new toys. It's time, lads. Up at them. Whoa, yeah, look at that thing. Whoa, crazy homeless clubber. Now, come on, yeah. Oh, woo, right in the head. I love the war cleaver. Oh my god, like cutting down wheat. It's the thing is, like I said, oh, come on, you're blocking my hit, bro. I'm trying to help you. Not the guy I was killing, but the guard. The guard who's in my way. Anyway, when it comes to swords, I like the cleavers the most because they got a decent reach, but slashing weapons I find are easier to work with than ones that thrust. Although, I mean, thrusting weapons are kind of great because they sort of work like a makeshift lance in the right situation. But look at what the war cleaver just did. Headshots all around, and they take them out so easily. I love it. On horseback, even better, because then it's the speed you're moving at, plus how good you are with the sword, and you can just one-hit people, just cut them up so nicely. It's beautiful. The remaining few bandits scatter off the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by the angry townsfolk. Wow, they're mob happy. It's like Springfield. Making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of, you and the merchant head to his house to review the day's events. How'd we do? Holy shit, do you see the size of the cabbages over here? Look at this one. I mean, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. That... That is a mutant. Those are 2 mutants. Those are 2 big cabbage balls. You got veggie testicles over here, bro. What are you doing? Is this like some sort of growth hormone, some alchemic reagent? Are you a wizard? Are you a wizard, Harry? Are you a wizard? Harry! Are you a wizard? Okay, I didn't actually want to shoot you. I just want to put the fear of God in you. And that's the sound of a job well done. Yeah. Well done. I saw at least 3 of the enemy go down before you. Yeah, a little more than that, I'd say, but who's counting? Keep fighting like that and you'll make quite a name for yourself in the land. Unfortunately, about 10 of my lads got themselves wounded. That's because your people suck. You should have let my boys take care of it. We're boss. Okay, I'll let every villain fear the name TumDum Twiddle. I'm glad to see your life too. The heavens alone grant us victory. Nah. I'm all about me. Yes. Now, a couple of my boys have the watch captain pinned in the back room with a knife to his throat. Wow, you don't fuck around. I need to drag him before King Ragnar and explain what this breach of the peace is all about. You don't need to be a part of that, though. I'll tell you what. If all goes well, I'll meet you in the tavern again shortly and let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a pike at the city gates, I'll assume you know enough to stay out of town for a while and forget this whole episode ever happened. So, hopefully, we'll meet again. Wow, you really put all your eggs in one basket there, didn't you, buddy? All right, let's go to the tavern then. Oh, the town likes me, though. Look at that. That's good because it means people are more likely to help me when I try to invest in businesses later on. The guild master is more likely to say yes, and if this were a small town, I can either recruit more people, get some help or information, because if they hate you, they're not going to do anything for you. Nobody's going to want to join you. But let's see what Sargoth's up to here. I know it's not really your name, but it's easier to say than Merchant of Sargoth every frickin' time. How'd it go, bro? Ah, TumDum Twiddle. I love my name. Things didn't go quite as I'd hoped. King Ragnar couldn't quite find it in him to overlook my little breach of the peace. No, he's grateful enough that I got rid of his crooked captain, a god who will let bandits in will let in the enemy army, if the price is right. But he can't exactly have me running around here as a lasting reminder of his failure to take care of things himself. Ego, I see, huh? Hardly seems fair. No, I get it. Fair. This is camaraderie, my boy. Kings do what they will, and the rest of us do as they must. He didn't string me up, and instead he gave me time to sell my properties, even put in a word with the merchants that they best pay me a fair price. Well, he's got a safe face, but he's pretty fair about it. That's gracious enough as kings go, but he's a weak king. They all are here, and weak kings must always look to their authority first, and justice second. Suppose I do the same in his shoes. You are very forthcoming. That is kind of strange. Anyway, I wouldn't go rubbing your part in the affair in the king's face. I was going to do that. Thank you. But he's taken note of you, and decided you're not worth hanging. Oh, good. That's something to which I'll raise a glass any day of the week. He might even have work for you further down the road. Or you can sell your sword to one of his competitors. Anyway, I hope you've learned a bit about what it will take to stay alive in the troubled land, and I suspect the money you've earned won't go to waste. Good luck. I love this tutorial because, I kind of wanted to keep working with this guy. He won't show up again, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he disappears after this. But, good introduction to the game. The basic mechanics. Obviously, there's quite a bit... Oh, I didn't mean to go out here. Yeah, I wanted to leave this place altogether. Great introduction to the game. Great introduction to the basics. Obviously, there's more in terms of political intrigue and investing and war and sieging and taking castles. But we'll get to all that. Don't you worry. Plenty more fun to be had. Now, the question I'm asking myself right now is... Do I want to help the Nords or do I want to help one of their competitors? Mind you, I'm not that strong right now. I think I'm level... Wait, did I level? Ooh, I did. All right. Put some points into that stuff. Yeah, crossbow's been okay to me. As you can see, I've done a little bit of... I've been working out, been benching. Benching like... Oh, crap. I didn't realize I could change my look. Really? That's kind of weird to do at this point, isn't it? It's like, oh, you were, 42, and now you're 25. What the shit? But yeah, Iron Flesh and Power Strike, improving my melee damage and my buffness. But I'm wondering what to put the points into now. That's a real question. Persuasion, prisoner management. How many? Well, I can hold 3 prisoners. I think that's good enough. Weapon Master. I could... See, here's the thing, right? Like, Weapon Master lets you increase it for putting points into it, but that'll, go up as you just kill people with weapons, so you don't have to put points into that, per se. And the same thing is the other thing. I made my guy buff and tough so he can just like wreck things on his own. And you might be saying like, why didn't you put it in the leadership? Why aren't you upping your charisma? Or like, other little things that'll help your party be bigger and stronger and faster and Daft Punk. But thing is, if you increase your renown and you keep winning battles with smaller groups of people or competing in tournaments and such, your renown grows and that lets you field larger armies. So you see what I mean? If I make myself boss on my own and I win fights with fewer people or by myself, which is tough, but you can do it, you're going to be able to field huge armies anyway. So, leadership I think helps with cost. Yeah, morale and cost and consumption of, I think, resources to an extent. But, my leadership's already pretty damn decent. So I think that's okay for now. And everything else is going to come with time as the fame and name of TumDum Twiddle grows ever stronger. Now, agility, intelligence? I'm not quite sure what to go with here. What if I did that? Nah, that won't let me increase it much. What do you... If you go... okay, every point adds 1 to my hit point. The following skills cannot be developed beyond 1/3 of strength. Gotcha. Okay. So... This is the problem. I'm trying to figure out what to put it into. Trade, that lets me get more money for the stuff I sell, huh? Alright, well, let's put 1 more into my strength, and then we'll... Oh, riding's good, so I can get this horse I like. A war horse, which I haven't seen. Yeah, we'll put it into athletics. Let me run a little bit faster. Eventually I'm going to be on foot when I'm taking care of business. But now... Oh, there's King Ragnar. So you know what we're going to do? I think we're going to work for the SOB. Hey, Raggy, Ragathor, Ragnarok, Ragnopolis. I'm TumDum Twiddle at your service. You may be of common birth, but know that I'm always looking for good men to fight for me if you can prove themselves worthy of my trust. Got any work? You should probably know that I'm the lord of the town of Sargoth. Yeah, I do. Kind of obvious. Hey, well, what's your beef? It's been months since Sargoth has delivered the taxes and rents due to me as its rightful lord. Apparently the populace there has grown unruly lately. Yes. And why, I wonder. And I need someone to go there and remind them of their obligations and to persuade them if they won't listen. If you go there and raise the taxes they owe me, I will grant you 1/5 of everything you collect. Sure. Sounds fair to me. Just got to go there and collect money. Right on. This is something the lords will do. They'll ask you to do things like collect taxes, train some guys to be like boss soldiers, save a noble who's been captured, or even start crap with another kingdom just so you can like encourage them towards war. Because as you'll see later on, war is incredibly profitable. But we'll get to that later. I think this is a good place to settle off. I'll take care of the boring tax collecting on my own, and when we come back, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes, the grits, the gravy, the fighting. I'm going to start burning towns, taking castles, knocking heads, and taking names. I wanted to come up with something better than that, but I'd already used take. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm going to be getting back into some Undertale. I didn't say Underworld this time. Yeah. And They Bleed Pixels. It's going to be awesome. This is so much fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. And until next time, my name's Rye. You guys take care of yourselves.